This may be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have Virgo in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus dominant in your chart, or if you happen to be cross-watching for Virgoing. Just a few things to keep in mind, Virgo Nation, while listening to this reading. This reading is general, Virgo, which automatically means that there will be things in this reading that may be a match to your story, and then there are guaranteed going to be some things that you may need to throw out because it's not a part of your story. It may be a part of someone else's. So I encourage you to always listen to the reading with an open mind. And even though, Virgo Nation, you hear me calling this a 7-day forecast, it's a given that not every single solitary thing happens at the exact same time for everyone, so give the reading a chance to play out. It may not resonate initially because it hasn't had a chance to play out, and it may be playing out over the next coming weeks. Above all else, Virgo Nation, please don't make any rash decisions. Don't jump to any type of conclusions based on a general reading. Now, if you would like a reading based on your own personal energy, you can, of course, book a reading on my website, which happens to be AngelicAscensionsTarot.com. All right, Virgo Nation, let's dive right into this. Virgo, I don't have any channel messages for Virgo. I don't. Okay, let's get into this. Holy Spirit, for the Virgo Nation. What's coming in for the Virgo Nation for the next 7 days? Oh, Virgo, cross-watcher. It's like somebody feels invisible to you. You could be feeling invisible to someone. It could be a child. They could be feeling invisible to you. And I also want to point out the letter D. It could hold some type of significance. This could be someone's initial, first, middle, or last. Let's see what's going on. Virgo Nation. We got some lies being told in this situation. For sure, Virgo. All right, Virgo, I'll put it this way. Some of you might be gifted with music. Yeah, you might have some type of musical gift. Maybe you're writing music lately. With all that aside, that's just a little side note. But so far we got Leo and Pisces that show up heavily to the reading. So Virgo, you might have these placements. It looks like some of you might be married, or you might have a family, or you've created some type of a bond with someone. And in some cases, it looks like Scorpio is also a very highlighted sign in your reading. I kind of get the vibe that this is an on-again, off-again relationship. And maybe due to a betrayal, this is the reason that you're spending some time apart. This is the reason for a separation. This feels like there was a separation in the past, and it feels like currently there's still a separation. Or this is what you're deliberating, this is what you're thinking on, because it feels like right now your current energy, and it might be a mutual thing, is that maybe it's time to end this. Maybe you guys feel like you're better off letting this situation go. Even though, you got the Wheel of Fortune here. Currently, I think that maybe there has been some miscommunication between you and this person. The miscommunication really feels like it has a lot to do with the fact that maybe somebody's not being honest about the situation. It seems like the relationship has become a bit overwhelming. That maybe somebody feels like it's a bit of a hassle being in a relationship, and maybe the grass is greener elsewhere, and it looks like maybe somebody else, some type of temptation is brewing in the background. And I think that you guys have been through this before, and I think somebody's putting their foot down. They're tired of going through this. I think somebody is losing hope that maybe somebody is ever going to see the light, or they're ever going to make any real changes in this situation. So for that reason, I think that this is part of the reason why one of you is looking at it this way, that you guys may need to let each other go. Some of you could be dealing with a high-profile person. You might have a high-profile relationship. Let's see what this Wheel of Fortune is about, because I definitely see that. What is this Wheel of Fortune about, Holy Spirit? Yeah. This might be like a violent type of relationship. You might. That's what this looks like. It looks like there's some people that don't want to see you guys together. But like I said, this could be like a violent type of situation. Domestic violence. See, people here holding weapons in these cards. Okay. I'm kind of feeling like something could have gone to court. I don't know if this court situation is related, but whatever the case is here, okay, this might be a divorce since you guys are letting each other go. Yeah, that's what that looks like to me. This might be a divorce, or this could have something to do with child support. For some of you, there's a child. That might be this child here that might be feeling caught in the middle of some type of drama that's going on here. Some of you, are you pregnant? Okay, because I do see a pregnancy. Maybe you had a difficult pregnancy. Yeah. For some of you, this involves, it could be a family member, but for a majority of you, I feel like this might be your baby's dad that has betrayed you on some level. Somebody has a family and somebody is willingly stepping out on their family. And it looks like something has been discovered, something has been seen, and somebody is getting caught in a lie. That's what this feels like. Somebody can't lie themselves out of a situation because something has been seen. Something may have been seen behind the scenes here, or there could be somebody, there could be an informant that's telling somebody about something here, but the truth is definitely being exposed in this situation. And yes, I do see children. This could definitely be somebody who could be hiding kids behind the scenes. Might have a completely different family. Okay. If this court situation, I guess we're going to go ahead and talk about it because it looks like it's heavily highlighted in your reading. What's going on with this legal situation? Holy Spirit. Okay, somebody is... Okay, there's a lot going on here. Okay, you got a hypocrite. See this? Somebody is hypocritic. Okay, I do see another situation here. You got somebody here that acts like they're hurt, but they're the ones that are lying and caught. See this Pinocchio nose here? Somebody's not being honest, but they're acting like they're hurt in the situation. In other words, it feels like somebody's throwing stones and hiding their hand. They don't want to take accountability for something. And that's why I feel like enough is enough in this situation. Inconsistencies, hypocritical type of energy, being dishonest. It just seems like there's a lot of different things adding up to why you're in separation from someone that you really do love. Looks like maybe you're focusing on some other things as well as far as your purpose is concerned. What's really going on here, Holy Spirit? What don't we see? We do see that you're healing from something. And I do see that somebody may not have the inner peace about a situation. Okay. It looks like somebody may want to resolve something with you, whether this is platonic or this is a child situation. Okay, this is why I say the Two of Cups. So whatever drama that was caused, whatever issues that was caused, whatever drew a wedge between you and this person in the past, and whatever truth has been revealed, some things have been done behind your back, you've seen the truth about it. The issue is that this person is trying to manipulate you or did try to manipulate you in the past, making it seem as though they were the perfect angel in the situation, but they were definitely keeping some things from you and they were lying. Let me make it clear that somebody in this situation is a cheater. It seems like currently you're giving somebody the silent treatment and you're dealing with somebody who is addicted and somebody who is a liar. They have been keeping secrets from you. And I think that maybe, like I did say, you guys have made a move to separate from one another. I think somebody is waiting for you to make the first move, Virgo or cross watcher. And if this does have something to do with a child, like we talked about before, there may be a child that does feel invisible to a parent or a role model in their life. And maybe they are wanting to talk more about their feelings. but it seems to go up in flames. And it seems like this is a situation where things get turned on them, you know, if they say the truth about how they really feel. And they feel like you might walk the walk, but you don't talk the talk, basically. There's some things that maybe you're holding over their head, Virgo or cross-watcher, that they feel like you don't even do. You got 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords. We're going to look at this even further because I feel like that is also going on in some other area of your life. Having to do with some type of legal situation. We got King of Wands that wants to show up to the reading. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You guys are taking a break right now. Somebody's wanting for you to make the first move. There's an Aries that shows up to the reading. Virgo as well as a Capricorn. They're wanting for you to make the first move. I don't think this person is going to make the first move, Virgo. A cross-watcher. Somebody's pissed. They're angry. Judgment, Death, King of Wands. There's this fire sign who could be in Aries. You got the Emperor here. What have you decided, Virgo? Let's see. I'm telling you, I promise you, there is a child that feels left behind. And there is someone that is leaving somebody behind. I just feel like there's a level of guilt about leaving somebody behind. It's like somebody is not really ready or willing to open up or take accountability for certain things. Somebody's just kind of skating by the issue, not really addressing the elephant in the room. And I think it's creating a world of damage in somebody's mind, especially, let me make it clear, when it comes to a child. It seems like in some relationship in your life, you're moving backwards. There's no forward momentum. And if this is a relationship where you're dating someone, it seems like the biggest issue, one of the issues is that you may feel like you need to let this person go because they won't make any real changes. And maybe, you know, you're kind of feeling like it's really not a necessity to stay with this person. But maybe you feel stuck. Yeah, it feels like that maybe that's why I'm saying a court situation. This may have something to do with law enforcement. Like I said, it seems like there's been violence in your situation. And maybe there was law enforcement that may have gotten involved in your situation in the past. Let's see how this ends up. Someone is waiting for you, Virgo or cross-watcher, to make the first move. And we're going to see who this is. It looks like King of Wands here, fire sign. Is looking back. But it doesn't seem like he's making any type of action steps to say something. Virgo, I'm so tempted to call you Leo. Maybe that's who this is. Maybe this King of Wands is a Leo. Leo usually tends to show up to the reading. Oh, I did show you that in the beginning. Strength card. Definitely a Leo. It never fails. Virgo and Leo. Could be because they're cusp signs. They always show up together. That's what I mean. What is really going on? Yeah, y'all definitely are having some type of... This could be with a family member. I don't know. I feel like maybe you're having some really strong issues with someone. And I also feel like somebody may have had a child outside of a relationship. That's what I'm seeing here. It's either what you grew up witnessing as a kid, or this is something that you're going through currently. Your parents separated due to the fact that there was infidelity, domestic violence, and maybe you are going through the same thing. Maybe you're realizing, maybe this is you, like I said, you're doing as you saw growing up. And maybe you're feeling like your relationship is falling apart. And maybe now a lot of your effort is going into your career, because you might feel like the relationships that are close to you are kind of falling apart, Virgo or cross watcher. Let's see, what is this king? Somebody might feel like the other person in the situation couldn't care less about how hurt they really are. They're looking the opposite direction, as if they have other priorities and not your feelings. Distorted perceptions. I think you guys have different perceptions of this situation. You see things one way, they see things another. One of you doesn't see the situation accurately. I think that somebody refuses to see how hurt the other person is in the scenario. Somebody's really hurt. To this day, still crying over the situation. And that's what I mean. It seems like this person may have the perception that you couldn't care less about their feelings. And like I said, if this is a child, they do feel like there's a role model leaving them behind. Yeah. Thank you. Spirit guides. It's a child that struggles to feel like they're enough. Or there's a partner here that struggles to feel that way, because it seems like someone is constantly looking outside of a relationship when they have a companion near in front of them, but they feel disregarded. You got somebody doing magic in this situation, if I didn't make it clear. You have a third party that's hell-bent on seeing you guys apart. And this could be a Cancerian. Or this is being done towards another Cancerian. Somebody don't want y'all together. It's definitely time to go through some type of a cleanse here, Virgo. Cross watcher. Okay. I left when I saw you with someone. Okay. That's the third party. Somebody saw you with somebody else. Possibly online, or while they were out, or they were sneaking around, possibly trying to, see what they needed to see about the situation. Some of you may have twins, or maybe you're dealing with a Gemini. There's a lot of children in this reading. So I don't know, maybe you're surrounded by a lot of family members. I don't see anybody reaching out. But I do see somebody going to look for someone. Somebody a runaway. That's what I mean. There's a child here that doesn't feel good enough. And this could be a kid that could be running away from home. This is Pisces season. This is Pisces. This is Pisces. Somebody might be coming. What sign was this? I think that was Sagittarius. You might have I talked to you in the beginning about a Pisces. Somebody might be coming to see a child for their birthday. I think someone may want to work on a situation with you. Okay, and if this is like I do hear domestic violence, but I'm trying to say a child support situation. Somebody might act like they don't have money to pay, but they have plenty. It just seems like somebody doesn't want to step up and be a parent, and that's creating a lot of resentment in this situation. That's the inconsistency there, having to do with this situation. I don't see anybody reaching out. It just seems like it's hard for somebody to trust, because one of you looks at the other one as manipulative and wanting to have some sort of power over the situation. And the underlying energy having to do with this is the fact that someone may need to work on their self-esteem. And maybe that's what this whole thing is, too, about this feeling good enough. It seems like childhood issues, Virgo Nation, may play a part in your relationships. It seems like you as an adult or cross-watcher, you still might have some unresolved childhood issues that you may need to unpack. And this relationship may have revealed a lot of that. And it may have brought up some things, Virgo Nation, about yourself that maybe you, about your shadow self that maybe you've hidden. And now it's coming out to the forefront. And now it's causing you, your spirit guides are causing you to go and maybe process the situation. Your spirit guides have noticed, Virgo or cross-watcher, that you've been complaining about something. Possibly having to do with this person. And maybe there is there's obviously a problem here that you're realizing needs to be resolved. But the problem here is that someone doesn't feel heard and they don't feel supported. So that might feel why you might absolutely get nowhere. You see this? This would be the hypocrite in the situation, is that body language is all closed off. As if somebody doesn't want to recognize their faults, or they don't want to acknowledge their flaws, or the part that they played in the pain that they've caused you. So it seems like before this can really stand a chance to really have a chance of sticking this time, this possible reconciliation, is that your guides are saying it's time to get to the source of the issue. It's time to get to the root of the problem. Somebody is triggering within you the wounded child, the wounded individual. So I think that this is where your guides are talking to you about going back to your days of innocence as a kid and processing those old emotions. We talked about at the beginning where someone felt invisible. And that could have been you as a child. You could have felt invisible. You could have felt as if maybe your parents didn't want to listen to what you had to say, or what you had to say didn't matter. It could be that type of situation. But I will say that there's a kid here that definitely recognizes that there's a lot of excuses about why maybe there's a parent that doesn't show up. And there's a kid here that may wish that there's a parent that would stay around. But like I say, there's a kid that feels like I said, that they feel like their parent is leaving them behind. I don't know. I'm trying to see what the takeaway is from this. I'm trying to see how this gets resolved, Virgo, and I don't think I see it. Okay? Because like I did say, it seems like you both have, wow, reality is rarely what we are raised to believe it is. That's what I mean. This whole thing about reparenting yourself. And the things that you were taught and the things that you watched as a child, the things that you're repeating, that's where I feel like you're reparenting yourself and figuring out a way to let certain things go, or certain beliefs, certain ideas, or the way that you saw a relationship operate in your upbringing, realizing that that's not really conducive to any type of positivity. So whether or not you decide to get in contact with this person or not, it just seems like there might be some changes that you might be making on a personal level. Or this is what your guides are trying to get you to see with this Judgment card. They're basically saying it's time for you to make a decision. How are you going to fix this situation, Virgo or cross-watcher? Because it just seems like something's not adding up. Somebody could be an athlete. Somebody could have an athletic build, possibly. Let's see. I'm just curious because I still don't quite know where this leads off. I don't want to leave this on a cliffhanger. We got this card that says wise decision. Seems like you guys have been at a standoff for a minute, or this situation hasn't been corrected for the longest time, and this is still something that's haunting someone. The fact that maybe somebody does not want to apologize or doesn't want to be real. Well, yeah, it's going to be that type of week, Virgo. Or cross watcher. It's going to be a very emotional week for you. This doesn't seem like this is a week of coming together and maybe trying to work things out. It just seems like you might be trying to resolve something within yourself. How have you betrayed yourself on some level, Virgo or cross watcher? This is what I feel like you might be coming to terms with. But beneath that, there's a card that says no more hiding. So maybe you might feel like somebody went into hiding, right? They betrayed you. They kind of went MIA. Maybe they're not ready to acknowledge certain things. I think Spirit Guides is forcing someone to look back on the situation and make a choice about what they're going to do. How does this play out? Somebody likes to party, likes to drink. Kindness and nurturing. Sacred contracts. In some situations, this might be a twin flame. Kindness and nurturing. There might be a possibility that there could be some kindness. You guys might return to a positive place. It just seems like somebody's not ready this week, Virgo Nation, to approach you. In fact, it just seems like they're going to continue to put that off. It seems like they've been worried about some things. Somebody might be going through some personal issues, Virgo. And it's not really, I mean, we already know what the personal issues are. It has a lot to do with their upbringing, their childhood. But within the next few weeks, there may be a possibility that maybe you guys could come together and maybe talk about some things. Your intuition might even be telling you that this person might be coming around. And maybe you guys might be deciding to meet in the middle about some things. Even though you obviously don't see things the same. I don't know, you might be agreeing to disagree on certain things. And if you do, Virgo Nation, decide to reconnect with this person and reconcile, your guides are advising you to get more information. Because it does feel like in some situations there's something that's still being covered up that they might not be completely being honest with you about. They're not going to communicate certain things clearly. And if this is you, state what it is that you really want out of this relationship. I think that you have tried, Virgo or cross watcher, in the past. I don't know. There might be a possibility in some cases. Let me emphasize, in some cases where maybe changes could possibly be made. Now, that's why I wanted to finish one thing, because in your reading, I definitely see a whole other situation. Keep in mind, I was talking to you about somebody's hell-bent on not wanting to see you and this person together. This could be somebody that's involved in the third party. But in some cases, this is going on outside of your situation, okay? Let's make it very clear. You got some puppets going on in the background, and you got this Ten of Swords. I just feel, and you got this card that says no more hiding. As if you have an enemy that's hidden. Virgo, not really. I want to say that they think that they're hidden. They think that they have you outsmarted. But you got this card that says visionary. And I think this is you. I think that this is you being able to see who's real amongst you and who's fake. I did talk to you. Let me jump around a minute, okay? Because I'm going to say it so that I don't forget it. I'm just get it out. I talked to you before about a court situation. Now, I do see that somebody could be lying or trying to manipulate their way out of a court situation, acting like they're innocent and they're really not. And if this has something to do with the court of law, it seems like the judge is definitely going to see the truth about a situation. You're going to have a very unbiased judge that sees the truth about what's really going on. Now, this whole thing about this magic going on, and someone, because you do have a card here that said protect your energy. So I definitely do feel like there's somebody that does not like you, that may be trying to affect your energy in some type of way. And if this has something to do with a third party, it's because somebody has been rejected and somebody doesn't know how to handle that well. And I promise you, in some cases, this is a child that feels rejected and feels like they're not good enough. Or this is somebody's inner child that they may need to... That's what I mean. This is why your guides are saying maybe rather than focusing on romantic relationships, it may be time to get to the root of the issue or go back to your childhood. This is a runaway child. It seems like somebody might be going to look for a child. Let's see, a child is hiding out. Somebody's coming back into the situation. This is the Hermit. So this might be you, Virgo, or cross-watcher. You might be going towards a Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, to try to clear something up or to work something out. Now let's see what's going on in your situation. You have Gemini and Cancer that are prominent energies in your reading. Gemini, we talked about a Gemini. The twins, you got Leo. We already talked about Leo. We made that clear. And you got a Taurus and Aquarius. Taurus, Aquarius, and Pisces that are going to play a role in your situation. And at the bottom of the deck, you got Virgo. So there's your own energy. So this may have something to do with any of these energies here. Somebody that's really judgmental of a lot of people. I don't know, Virgo or cross-watcher, you might feel like somebody is heavily scrutinizing you, or you know, you feel like you're under a microscope this week. Let's see what's going on with your money and your work situation, because I see some changes being, taking place there. I see that maybe some of you are wanting to relocate. I see that being a possibility, or this is someone around you that might be relocating. Since I was talking to you about your energy, cleansing your energy, again, it seems like something may have taken place on the full moon, maybe earlier this month. Because when somebody, particularly a Cancerian, could have done some type of spell work against you. Because I'm trying to make it very clear somebody don't like you. Or cross-watcher. And they're trying to manipulate a situation. Let's talk about your job, okay? We talked about that, right? We're going to talk about your money. We're going to talk about what's going on at work. I think, Virgo Nation, a cross-watcher, somebody feels threatened by you. Or vice versa. You might feel threatened by somebody at your job. And maybe that's the betrayal that's going on at work. Once again, there's a very strong energy of a Scorpio. And I definitely see someone being very controlling. And I see someone being very watchful of you. Virgo Nation, a cross-watcher. Make sure that this is not you doing something. I won't say you're doing something wrong on the job. I don't know. If you are kind of violating something here. I'm trying to see what's going on. No, it looks like you're working and trying to mind your business. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's really going on at work, Virgo. Virgo, maybe some of you are getting a motorcycle. Maybe. Maybe you're going on a vacation. Maybe you're going on a road trip. You do. Okay, I talked to you before about a hidden enemy. And that is what I feel is going on at work for you. You definitely have some temptation at work. There's somebody that I feel might be flirting with you at work, Virgo, or you might be flirting with somebody. Anyway, let's see what's really going on. Looks like you're working on something. You're working on some type of project after completion. Maybe you're close to completing something. It could be school. It could be your studies. It could be a semester. I think you got some renewed enthusiasm for something. I think something's going on with your work, with your health as well, or with somebody else's health. Like you have a lot of pressure on you this week, Virgo, to complete something, to get something done. And so I think maybe you might be less accessible or less available to the people around you for a multitude of reasons. It seems like maybe you are kind of working on your emotional healing. You are working on reparenting yourself because you're coming to the realization that, like I did say, some things that you grew up learning from certain role models in your life, you're realizing that maybe those were not the most healthy values. And so maybe you're pulling away from that. I don't want to say, Virgo, this might be a week where you might be wearing your heart on your sleeve at work. Maybe you are like hard at work, you're trying to finish something, but your emotions are going to get the best of you, it looks like. Possibly. That could be what's distracting you. Be careful that you're not, that I'm seeing some type of an accident, like a work injury. Or maybe you're stumbling and falling. Maybe you're injured at work, possibly. Or this might be something that you're witnessing. You got this full moon here. I promise you something's going on. Something happened. Or something could be happening over the next full moon. It's definitely a Gemini. And here's your enemy. Your enemy may be a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. That's what this feels like. Yeah, the judge is absolutely going to see the truth about something. It seems like you might work with some people that are not, like some upper management that you might feel are not deserving of their position. And these might be people that are trying to get on your case. You definitely have a backstabber at work, and you definitely have somebody that's watching you. Either you're going through some type of a depression, or I did talk about a health issue. We're going to see what this is about. There's definitely a Gemini. Make no mistake about it, okay? You know, Ten of Swords. We're going to make it very clear that you have some snakes around you, Virgo. And that there's definitely somebody at your job that's watching you. Watching this whole situation go down. In fact, they might have some people in the background that are orchestrating this. They might be the one that's kind of spreading the gossip. I don't know why. It just feels like somebody doesn't want to see you come up. Virgo, or cross watcher. Yeah, you have more than one person that's in on this. You definitely have a snitch. But I'm like, what are they snitching for? Oh, it's because somebody... Okay, so this whole thing about being enough and rejection, it feels like somebody might feel like you're getting a lot more attention, Virgo or cross-watcher, than they are. So they're going to try to make it real difficult for you. It doesn't look like it works anyway, Virgo. Yeah, see, this is definitely going down at work. It's like you're making money. Seems like you have a lot of pressure to succeed, Virgo. Or that you're very career-minded, you're driven, you're focused. Oh, okay. Well, that's what it is. Yes, you do. Like we talked about it. You have a backstabber at work. And that's who's going to be revealed. So, like I said, you have a hidden enemy this week or over the next 7 days. Somebody's going to really show you their true feelings or their true self. Okay? You got the Tower. And you got a Taurus here right beneath that. So some of you, this may have something to do with a Taurus individual. Actually, let's break it down. Let's see who your work enemy may end up being. But they're snitching on you about something, and I want to know why. Are you showing up to work late? Like, what's going on, Virgo? It just looks like you're the best. Or like I said, this is somebody around you that is. And this is somebody trying to sabotage you. No more hiding, say your guides. It's going to be revealed who your enemies are. But why are they trying to do this? I think you already know. Like I said, it seems like you have a very strong intuition, Virgo, a cross watcher, about this. Yeah, you have a feeling that something is going on, or somebody wants to see you in trouble. And it seems like this is also some type of legal trouble. Somebody could be trying to get you into some type of legal mess. All right, Holy Spirit, who is it? Who are the work enemies this week? We already mentioned Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo. I'm going to put out Cancer because Cancer came out several times in this reading. Gemini. Yep, Scorpio, sun sign. And as well, you have an Aries. One more, Holy Spirit. Anyone else? Aries and Libra. As far as your money, though, even though you have people that are trying to stop your money, or there's something that you have a lot of pressure to complete, and maybe your work has a lot to do with deadlines. You have to get something done in a certain period of time. And I feel like, yeah, somebody does feel like you're getting way more attention for your work. It seems like you're going to be able to get something finished, Virgo. But it seems like someone is trying to stop you. And I'm going to say a random side note here, Virgo. You might have something going on with your vehicle, or something that has been ongoing with your car. And you definitely want to look into that and make that a priority, because your car could have you stranded, possibly. See, and some of you, this is a friend of yours. Somebody that you might see as a friend is the backstabber. Just on a random side note, are you writing music, Virgo? Because I can't help but to notice this, that you're a writer. It seems like at work or in some area of your life, you're talking about something that's important. Or this is you having a really big influence over other people. I think that your words have power in some type of way. And maybe this is you. This is the reason for this enthusiasm. I don't know. People might be misreading you too, Virgo. This could be other people at your job, or the people that are viewing you, whether it's at work or not, that might have a distorted perception about you. Somebody might see you as being shady or having a lot of ego, and may feel like you come off as a bit of a renegade. You're a bit rebellious. You don't follow the rules. I don't know. There might be some people this week basically complaining about you. And I definitely feel that there's a feeling that you have about certain people at your job that you can't seem to shake. And for this reason, Virgo, I think you might be distancing yourself from certain people. But whatever the case is, I think that when it comes to your money, there might be some ups and downs with your finances this week. It might be kind of difficult for you to stay within budget. It seems like you are climbing the ladder to success. And you do have some people that secretly admire you, but they're not going to say it. Instead, they're going to be serpents and show up in your life as enemies. But either way, it seems like there is some type of success that may come after something that needs to be completed. And maybe it's been a bit of a task getting something finished. But I think that once you are able to complete something, I think whatever this is, I think you're going to be able to celebrate your hard work and your accomplishment. There's somebody that's this authority figure that's trying to assert dominance over you. It still seems like your money ends up getting better. So if you have had any type of financial difficulty, it seems like by you taking action on something and seeing something through, you're able to get some type of financial reward out of this. But yeah, it's going to be very important for you to stay within budget. It's going to be very important for you to listen more than you speak as far as relationships are concerned. If there's something that you really are interested in working out with someone, it may be necessary for you to hear them out. And it just seems like there's a lot of anger that you're carrying this week, Virgo. So maybe this is what I'm saying about writing. You could definitely be writing in a journal, or you could be writing your thoughts on paper. Whatever this is, putting it into music, it seems like it's going to be very important for you to find an outlet to this anger. Or this cutting through. I feel like somebody's getting surgery. Ooh. Need to drink some more water. Cleanse your body. And for the sake of your mental health, it looks like it's going to be necessary for you to find balance between your home life and your career. We talked about that briefly, about your health. Is going outside, maybe stretching, maybe meditating. It seems like your guides are really motivating you to take really good care of yourself, Virgo. Pertaining to your health, Virgo. And so I think you might be making some lifestyle changes in that area. You got some new beginnings coming into your life. We see that happening. This could be a new child. It does look like you are healing from the past. Or that you could be thinking about going into counseling possibly to help heal a health situation. And like I said, there might be some type of hiccup with your finances. It looks like you find a solution, or someone could be helping you out, Virgo. Some money could be coming in to tide you over. Yeah, because these obstacles that you're going through, like I did say, for some of you, this is someone on the outside that's jealous of you, that's maybe trying to create obstacles. This is where your guides step in, Virgo Nation, to lift these obstacles and these blocks. That you're able to cut through the obstacles that it seems like someone was trying to create for you, and you're able to move forward. But yeah, this feels like this has a lot to do. It does. It seems like maybe you're motivated to get in shape. Maybe you're taking up an exercising program. Maybe, Virgo, you're deciding to maybe not drink as much, or you're going into a recovery program. Either way, it seems like you're making some type of self-improvement goal here to change your body, or to change something about yourself that you feel has been lacking or holding you back in some type of way. But definitely it feels like for a majority of you, self-employment may be on your mind. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. Okay, keep in mind, the advice here is to stay the course. There may have been some obstacles and blocks along the way. Your guides are saying don't panic, don't go into panic mode. There's something here that your guides are going to give you this enthusiasm. Since we talked about that, I pulled a card that said enthusiasm. And this is what I feel that your guides are wanting you to have. They want you to have enthusiasm about something. Or this is where, again, something comes up that gives you this newfound enthusiasm. It may be some type of new interest, or you get back to an interest here that may be a hobby of yours, and you put your heart and soul into it. So with money, I was telling you that money is coming to you in some form. Shh, Virgo. Your financial situation is going to even out. Holy Spirit, you have to clear and shield your energy. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And this is why I feel like your guides are talking to you about cleansing your energy. And it's because of this negativity that you're surrounded by. It's as if somebody doesn't want you to have some type of success, Virgo. But just know that your guides are watching out for you. Step into the spotlight. Trust in your divine purpose. I think that part of your purpose has everything to do with you stepping into the spotlight, Virgo. I think it has a lot to do with you being a healer on whatever level. And I definitely feel like this is, your guides are saying to clear your energy. Archangel Michael steps in your reading. Even though you can't see it, I'm actively working on this situation. I'm here and helping you. So like I did say, you got somebody sending some negative energy toward you. This is your guide saying they've already got it worked out. Even though you may not be able to see it yet, it's being worked out. and in your dream world, okay? It seems like you're getting some deeper insights, some deeper downloads, it seems like, Virgo Nation. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. And this feels like this has a lot to do with some type of spiritual transformation that you're going through right now. But be careful about your words. Or this is maybe the fact that maybe this has already happened in your situation, that maybe somebody has said some things to you that have been very damaging. But be careful that, you know, if there's something that you want to work out, having to do with something here, I don't know. It'll just be up to you about how you decide to handle that. Yeah, see, there's a lot of competition at work, it seems like. What somebody doesn't know is that there is enough. It's like somebody around you might feel like there's a shortage and that maybe they can't get ahead because you're getting, or you're doing something that they feel that they can't do. I don't know, Virgo. So careful not to allow this energy to cause you to stand still or interrupt anything that you have going on, even though you do have someone in some cases that's trying to do this to you, or vice versa. Not everyone's story though. So with that, Virgo Nation, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. If you feel that this content was helpful to you, Virgo Nation, thumbs up this video. Consider subbing to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. If you do decide, Virgo Nation, to subscribe to my channel, make sure that you hit the post notification bell so that you're alerted whenever I publish a new video for a sign that you're cross-watching for, or whenever I go live. Thank you, Virgo Nation, for spending this time with me this week. I'll see y'all real soon in the next one. Peace out. Have a very productive week, Virgo. See you soon.